Any questions before I set you free to work?
I have a question.
Okay.
It's not about the drawing, but like I went on the slide to find my eagle photo as a reference, and like something's weird happening with it.
Can you describe what's weird about it?
Like, so if I click on that slide, it suddenly just moves up to the first slide. Like, I'll show you. Can I share my screen to show you?
Give me 1 second. I'm saving my demo video here.
Okay.
Let me do that. See, my internet and computer are moving pretty slow and weird today as well. I think it's probably, sometimes I think the thick smoke can interfere with the Wi-Fi stuff.
Oh, now it's gone. Yeah.
Okay, well good.
It's gone now. It's like when I clicked on, when I clicked on the sixth slide, it just like fastly went up to the first slide.
Okay. It's probably just a lag. Like right now, I've got the rainbow swirl of death happening while I'm trying to save my my QuickTime video. So things are being weird. Okay, guys, it is 9:30. I would like you to come back at 10:05, and I also want you to email me for feedback. Okay, I will be here. You can turn your camera off. You can go work independent of the computer. If you have your picture printed out, you don't even need your computer. You just need your picture.
Can you share the link to the animal slides? Because I can't find mine and I lost it.
Let me show you where it is. It's
Okay.
in. So I put it. I always like to remind you guys of what we're working on every class period, and it's always in the Learn folder. Okay, so if you go to, I think it's either this one. No, it's Miss G demonstrates how to add internal contour lines. The middle link, animal selection, that's what you're looking for, I believe.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ovia, you mean what are we doing today in class? What do you need to write in your agenda? You mean what's due today? I don't usually, I mean, everything you need is in Schoology, so unless you use an agenda yourself to kind of keep track of things, I don't require you to do that. But your to-do today is to post a whip of your progress by the end of class period, and to try to finish at least your contour lines on the exterior of your shapes.
Classes, saying that we should write this down. That's why I asked if you forgot or something.
Okay. You do not need to write it down in my class because honestly it's all in Schoology unless it helps you keep track of things. Okay?
Miss Z,
Uh-huh.
I need help on something.
Okay, can you email me your picture?
Just to email a picture, I have to leave the meeting and come back.
That's fine. Yes, Chanel, yes, you can email me your drawing.
So, Miss Granger,
Yeah.
is this our last project?
No, you're in this class for the whole year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
So,
are
yeah.
you in my arts preview class as well?
Can you say that again?
Are you in my arts preview class?
Yeah, I'm in
Okay.
the visual arts preview.
Okay, so that's why you're probably confused. That class is over today. So today is your last day of that class. So when you get back from break, you're going to be moving on to Mr. Cisneros' dance class.
Oh, I'm already in his class.
Oh, so you're not in my arts preview class?
No, I'm only in visual arts. It says...
Oh, okay. So, but you're not going to be in Mr. Cisneros' dance class anymore after today. So after break, you're switching to the next arts preview. So do you know which one you have next?
I think he said acting.
Okay. Yeah, I usually get Mr. Spiva's music students, so I definitely won't have you. But you'll have me again by the end of the year. You'll have me for a quarter for arts preview, which is a different class than this. It's a totally different class.
And then, so we got, when are we going to finish our drawing again?
This drawing? After break,
Yeah.
we'll keep working on it. It's not due today.
Okay.
Yeah. But don't work on it over break without me, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Brenninger.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm done with my bubble shapes. Can I move on to contour lines?
Can you email me your bubble shapes so I can see your placement? And tell me what
Okay,
slide you're using?
Okay, but how would you recommend to get a photo, because the lines are so you can't see them very well.
Just good lighting, and make sure you're right on top of the... Are you using your computer to take pictures, or you have a phone?
I'm using my computer.
Okay, so make sure that you have a lamp facing your drawing and that you're holding it up straight, close to the camera.
Okay.
That's my advice. Give that a shot, and we'll see if I can see the lines. If not, then maybe you can just hold it up. But that's going to be worse, I think.
Miss Greninger, I sent you the email.
Okay. Kasai, that's okay. Just keep working on them. If you want me to look at it, send it to me. I'm sure I have something you could work on before you do your textures. Okay, Chanel, I'm going to look at yours first because yours came in first.
Miss Greninger,
Yes.
what time do you want us to come back again?
10:05. All right, so it looks like you're doing the swan. Chanel, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a peek here. Let me rotate it. So, are you using a phone to take your photos?
Yeah.
Okay, so next time you take a photo, try to put light on the whole drawing, not just the one side of it. It's hard to really see until you see the picture of it, but let me see if I can up the contrast at all. I know I can do a little editing here. Yeah, I don't think any of that's going to work because it doesn't have enough information. Okay, so we'll do our best to see here. I can see the front part of the swan well, but the back side I'm having trouble with. Okay, so I think you did a really good job with this head. Very nice. I think that the neck is a little bit, the line is very smooth right here. See how C-shaped that is? So I want you to kind of curve that line of underneath the neck a little bit more. Can you see where my cursor is, Chanel?
I don't think you're sharing your screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I wonder if I can draw on this. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to attempt. So you see this curve right here? I want to see a little bit more of a C shape right there. I don't even know what that tool is. Okay, let's get rid of that. Maybe we need this one instead. I'm just experimenting. Okay, there we go. So you want this to kind of curve a little bit more. Let me mess with the size of this line. I don't know if I can. Oh well. I'm just looking, I'm going through slowly and kind of examining things. Where is the water line? Chanel, have you drawn that yet? These water lines? Okay. Because the water line, like, kind of comes, trying to see the placement of the head, I feel like might be a little bit too, or the head might be a little bit too big. I think the water line kind of comes around like that. And then the head is a little bit smaller and kind of sort of, this is kind of the size of the head right there. And then the beak is actually really big. The beak, oh, I can move that, cool. The beak actually comes down like that a bit. Yeah, and then the neck goes like that. You see what I'm trying to show you here? Yeah, just to get the placement of the head right and have all this negative space around the head, I think you need to shrink it a bit. And it's hard for me to see the tail end of your bird here, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Have you drawn the foot in there yet?
I only draw like the bubble shape.
The bubble shape?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the leg is gonna kind of come out here, and then the foot is kind of like right there. And then I want you to have enough room for your tail. So there's a lot of space here, right? Like this kind of comes down like that, and then there's more, kind of go off the page there. All right, so I don't know if those lines are going to help you, but I think what I might do is save this and email it back to you, and maybe this might help you a little bit with the placement of your things. And I'll call it edit. G, let's see, Miss G edit. Let's see if I can email that quickly back to you. Here we go. I think that's a good system. Tell me if that's helpful. All right, let's go move on to Ovia. Okay, so you're doing the seagull?
No, the hawk.
The hawk, okay. Let's go to the hawks here. The white hawks? These guys? Oh, no.
It was number 6.
The one with the fish? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can make him bigger.
My question was that, like, I don't know how to make Kit's body a little bigger. Can you not really see it?
It's very faint. So let's do some more bubble shapes, because I feel like you started with contour lines instead of doing bubble shapes. Is that correct? Did you skip that step?
No, I did bubble shapes. It's just very light. I didn't want it to show.
Okay.
I drew bubble shapes for the head and then I erased it.
All right, so we're gonna try to do some bubble shapes.
Okay.
Just on this drawing.
The body, either I get it too thin and I make the fish too big, or I make the body too big and the fish too thin.
So
if you see the picture, it's kind of big.
It is big. So, and I want to help you with that. So see, this is the center of your paper, is the middle of his wing here. So if this is the center of your paper right here, then that slope of that wing is kind of right there, and then it slopes, the bigger wing goes like that, and then his head is actually right here, and it's much smaller.
Okay.
All right, and then there's like, oops, there's like a slope, or actually it goes more like that. It goes like that, and then I would do sort of like a bubble shape here. And then his body is kind of like that big, and then his tail is kind of like around here, and you're gonna make room for that fish, right? So the fish kind of goes from here all the way to there. It's a big fish, right? And it's like a, whoops, it's like a big oval-y shape. And then this wing, I think you got the wing placed right. This top wing, that looks great. All the way to the top here.
I don't understand how to draw its finger claws on the fish correctly.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry, don't worry about that yet. Okay, that's jumping ahead. I want you to just get the shapes in the right place.
Okay.
Okay, so there would be a claw, there'd be a foot there and a foot there. All right, so I want you to work on your placement of your bubble shapes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to email that to you.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm going to email that to you. Let's see if anyone else needs. Kara, let me take a peek at your drawing, Kara. Are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm retaking a photo because I realized that one of my arms is a bit farther something.
Okay, you're going to send it to me?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll wait till you do.
Quick question. The if you see on the hawk, the background is kind of subtle. How do I draw that?
You don't draw that yet. Oh, you mean the mountains? Just a line, just a like a marker where it ends is fine for now.
Okay.
Tanya, you want to use your lightest.
Alice line. Okay, I sent it to you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I realize now that all of the what is it? The hands, the claws or something are very small, so I'm gonna fix that.
Okay. This looks great. I remember we looked at this together already. All right, let's compare the two. Can you see my screen? Okay. Okay, let's see here. I wonder, I really want to use this drawing tool, but I feel like it's too thick. Do you guys know how to make it thinner? Has anyone ever done this before? All right, well, we'll just fix that later. Okay, let's take a peek here. I'm going to look at the overall placement. Okay, this line looks great. This rock looks good. These look good. I'm looking at the lining up of that. The head looks better. I can tell you changed the top part of his head. Still feel like it's a little bit skinnier. Like I feel like the top of his head is kind of right here. Yeah. And then like his eyeball is right there. And then it slopes down. That's a really thick line. And then there's kind of a skinnier neck and then a slope. It's just so subtle. You might not need to do anything to it, but I'm just noticing that. The tail goes out to the middle of this. That looks great. I still feel like there might be a little bit more of a curve in here. Let me draw that again. I wonder if I could use my stylus. Let me see. I'm experimenting a little bit with some techniques to help you guys. I have a stylus in here, but I've never really used it. Instead, I'm using my finger. Let's see if it works. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I just feel like there's maybe a little bit more of a curve in there. And then that would kind of like jet this out a little bit. Bear with me as I figure out how to use this tool. Okay. Now I'm looking at this guy here. You almost got this, but this back leg is a little bit bigger than the front leg, just a smidge. Maybe this part of his leg is a little longer. Like this, it kind of goes out like that. That's it. Those are my only comments. It looks great, Kara.
Thank you.
I'll email that to you. Mm-hmm.
I'm done with the double shapes. I emailed you my.
Is that Gabby?
No, it's Raphael.
Oh, Raphael. Okay. So I'm gonna get to you, Raphael, and after I do Gabriella's, okay? Because she just emailed me first. Gabriella, are you there? Oh, okay. So let me share my screen. I'll show you what I can see. It's really hard for me to see that. I'm gonna show you what I see here. It's just too dark. Is there any way you could put a lamp on it, or use a phone to take it, or are you there, Gabby?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see what I see? Gabby, do you see what I see?
Yeah. Should I resend another photo?
How are you? Let me hear how you're taking it. Maybe I can help you take a better picture. How are you taking it, Gabby?
I'm just holding it up to the camera.
Okay. Do you have any lamps in your room that you can move? Yeah. Or maybe you can have, can Julian hold up like a camera light or some light to it while you take the photo? You want to try that?
Sure.
Okay, let's do that, and let me know when you're ready. And I'm going to move on to Raphael. Are you there, Raphael? We're going to look at... Okay, we're going to download yours. And what's your slide number? Do you know? Let's try that one more time. Sorry, go one more time.
11.
11, okay. Okay, so you're doing the mallard. All right, so I'm just looking at the bubble shapes here. All right, so Raphael, I feel like your mallard is going to be much bigger than what you have here. So if we do some general outlining of things, it looks like you've got your, oops, I don't want that, I want this one. Looks like you've got your sort of the outline of your illustration here, so that's good. I'm just going to try to draw where you did here. I want to show you. My hand is not as steady as it could be because I'm using my trackpad here. So I want to show you sort of the placement of things. So we have this grass clump here, and then we have this rock, and then we have this like green grass, right? And then that kind of butts up right against Mr. Duck here, and his neck is kind of right there, and this is sort of his body size. Goes all the way to the end of the page here, and then it kind of comes almost all the way down here. And then his lower foot is about right there. His middle foot, his back foot is about right there. And then his head is kind of comes up and it's sort of right here. And then his, whoops. And then his beak. And then there's like that. He's gonna eat that bug, right? Little bug right there. I don't know if that's a ladybug or what that little guy is, but okay. And then there's, I'm just doing this to kind of show you the placement of things. Does that make sense? So it just needs to be bigger. So Raphael, I'm going to email this to you, and hopefully it'll help you with your making your duck a little bigger.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Burnett.
Kendra, I sent a photo of mine in your emails,
Okay, I'll open it up.
but I'm not quite done with it.
Okay. Where is it? There it is.
Miss G.
I'm gonna do J Mar first. I'm just doing these based on emails that I'm getting in.
Yeah, I have to leave the meeting for a minute.
Okay. All right. So who's J Mar?
Me, Jackie Mar.
Jackie. Okay. So Jackie, you're doing the wolf.
Yeah.
That's at the end.
Slide 27.
27. Okay. See if I can make this guy bigger. Okay, so it looks like you've got your rocks kind of mapped out here, which is good. Got this one there, and then this back one. These little trees, there's like a bush that, okay, there's like a bush that kind of comes up a little further here, and then these little guys go up even beyond that bush. So there's like a clump here, and a little clump there. Okay, so I think the head placement looks good. The body, I feel like it might be a little bit long. So these are good bubble shapes. It's a good start. The head's a good size. I would start to kind of drape the back side here, right there. And then the tail would be kind of in the right place. You got the tail in the right place. That's good. I would shorten up the back side. Make sure that the belly is not too long here, because this back leg is quite extended. Do you see how extended that is?
Mm-hmm.
I think the front leg is a little bit more forward here. This one looks good. Maybe the head is just slightly smaller. Slightly. And ears. Then there's like a foreground stone path or rock or something here. You see that? I think you got that line drawn in good. And then there's sort of a rock here and kind of a rock here. All right, so just a couple little tweaks, and then you can start your contour lines. Looks great.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to email that to you. All right. Nina, you're up next. Oh, that looks great. Okay, are you there, Nina? I think this is the last one we're going to get to today, because it's almost 10:05. So Nina, you're the lemur. It's fine. What slide is that? I think it's at the end. Nina, are you there? Okay, 15. Oh, there he is. Okay. Make him as big as I can. Oh, there's so many moving boxes always popping up on me. All right. Oh, that looks great. Let's take a peek at it up close here. So you've drawn him a bit bigger than the illustration, but I think that's okay. There's just, you see how there's a lot more space between the top and his head, but that's okay. It looks like you just kind of zoomed in on him. You've got him kind of like tilted back a bit. He's a little bit more, I think his head's a little smaller. So I think that his head is about, like the crown of his head is about there. And then his nose, it's in the right place, it's just a little tinier. Because look how big his body is compared to his tiny little head. So I think your head is a little too big. So then his neck kind of, his back slopes down right. And then I think it's a little bit, there's something crooked about his body. I think it might be the tilt of his head. Or maybe it's just your paper. It's hard for me to tell because your paper, the photo was taken kind of crooked. Oh, I know what it is. His knees. So see how his knee is underneath his wrist here? So I think you've had have his knees a little bit extended too far out. So they kind of come up like that, and then right about here they cut down, and they're sort of more straight. And then this is kind of like his calf, and his foot is underneath the fruit. This foot is right underneath that fruit. You see? See what I'm talking about? The fruit in your hands are great, in your arm this looks good, but the legs are a little bit straighter, and then this one kind of comes back this way, and then the foot's right there. So just a couple subtle changes. Maybe work on kind of the curve of this tail is a little bit kind of smoother, and then his back tail kind of comes out a little bit beyond that. The space between the tail and the edge of the grass is up higher, so this kind of comes around like that. It's a little bit shallower, and then you'll have some room down here at the bottom for some of that other grass. There's like another patch of like grass right here. See? All right. Whose was this again? Whose drawing is this?
Nina.
Nina, okay. Nina, I'm going to email this to you. All right, and that's the last one I have time for today. So I'd like everybody to come back.
Miss Jennifer, it's 10:07.
Right, so everyone's coming back. So camera's on. And post your whip. So everyone needs to post a whip, no matter how far you got. And do your checkout. And I need to publish the checkout, so give me a second to do that. All right, you guys, so post your whip and do your checkout before 10:15. I'm gonna check out people's drawings here. Excited to see what you're doing. Let's take a peek. So if you didn't get feedback from me and you really want it, just email me, and I will do my best. I'm not gonna work very much over the break, you guys. So you know, if you're sending me emails over the break, don't be disappointed if you don't get a response from me. All teachers and students should be taking a break this week, okay? So we can rejuvenate and continue. But if you do want some feedback from me, and I haven't given it to you yet, send me an email anyways, and if I get to it, I get to it, and if I don't, I will get to it when we get back from break. All right, make sure that you're drawing. Whose is this? Brooklyn, can I talk to you for a sec? I'm not sure which illustration you're drawing. I want to know what your slide number is.
Oh, I did the cat, but when I tried to find the slide, I couldn't find it.
Okay, that's why I wanted to ask you, because you do have to draw from the slides. So can you tell me, are you doing the domestic cats or the wild cats?
I can't remember. I think I'm doing the wildcats with the ones that have the little leaf under it. Are those the domestic cats?
Can you see my screen?
I mean,
can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Is this the one you were drawing? You know what we're gonna do?
I was drawing number 25.
We're gonna go back and we're gonna look on your on the list, the sign-up sheet.
Miss Ninja. Miss Ninja.
Hang on one second. I'm helping Brooklyn with something. Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Let's see. So you said, what number do you think you have, Brooklyn? 25. All right. Let's see. Slide 25. Oh, you have the domestic cats, Brooklyn. I'm going to email this picture to you, okay? Brooklyn? Brooklyn. Well, okay, Brooklyn, I'm going to email that to you. I don't know where you went, but okay, Tabassum, go ahead. Tabassum? Can you guys not hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
What was your question?
Oh, my question was, what time is our report cards are gonna arrive?
I do. The grades for teachers are not due until the Wednesday after the break, so you don't expect them until the following week after break.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no grades or final late work is due today, and then you got to give your teachers work time to grade everything and submit grades.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Miss Greninger.
Mm-hmm.
On the whip thing, it says external contour lines, and you told me to work on the bubble shapes. I was working on that, so I didn't really start on the external lines. Is that okay?
Yes, that is okay. Wherever you're at is okay. I'm not scoring you down if you didn't get to that stage. So Brooklyn, I emailed you your photo. You're doing the domestic cats.
Okay, so do I have to
Oh, okay. Someone needs to mute. Oh, okay, I got him muted. Okay, go ahead, Brooklyn.
So I have to redo it?
Yes. Yeah, because
Okay.
a major part of this assignment, Brooklyn, is to work from the illustration and get it all accurate. So if you do something completely different, you're not even gonna get points on what I'm trying to teach you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. If you want to start your drawing over the break, just do the bubble shapes. You can email me and I'll try to get back to you, give you some feedback. Okay? Next time I want you to ask, okay, before you get too far.
Okay.
All right.
Don't worry. That one was just a base drawing.
Okay. All right, you guys, there's 1 minute left. I'm going to take a quick peek at what you posted for your checkout. Oh, can you guys get to this link okay? These are Japanese, I think it's just a Google search. These are Japanese natural history illustrations, very beautiful. And then the question was, can you list 2 things that you notice that are different about them compared to the ones we've looked at so far? So, tropical, less value, more cartoonish, more realism, more looks like a sketch than a painting, cartoonish, colors pop. Ooh, kind of looks Egyptian, cartoonish, not as realistic, different style of art, more cartoon-like. Very cool. Okay, all right, you guys have a wonderful break. Do not work over break if you can avoid it. Have fun, relax, sleep in, eat good food, all of the above. Bye.
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 Have a good break, Mr. G.
I will, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Graninger.
Bye.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. to-do list for today?